It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where all coffee is sold one cup at a time. No, that's not right. That's not right.
Coffee talk.
Coffee talk.
Sharing one cup at a time.
Coffee talk, where we serve one cup of coffee at a
That
time.
didn't work out very well.
I don't even know the tagline. What is it?
We're working on a new tagline.
Yeah, but what is it?
So we said table talk, and then Steve said sharing one cup at a time.
Right. So we're gonna do
You
coffee
said
talk.
coffee talk, sharing one cup at a time.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where we have coffee talk, where we share one cup at a time.
It's a work in progress.
That ain't working for
We need a
me.
tagline.
But welcome to all our friends in South Florida. Listen, if you're watching today's show, you know, caring and sharing, so share it out. I'm gonna ask all the producers. Can you guys do me a favor? Do you guys have phones? Do they work? You pay your bill? Everything good?
Everything is good.
Can you go to the Brooklyn Cafe and share it out to your page? I know you don't want people to know that we know you, but it's okay. Huh?
Share the show.
Share the show.
Okay.
When I think of that.
Andy Fearless.
You have a Facebook page?
I haven't used Facebook in probably 5 years.
Wow.
And there's a millennial.
Why?
for you.
Yeah.
He's doing Instagram.
Instagram?
Now, I got a text yesterday from a friend that I haven't talked to in ages.
Yeah.
And she says to me, Freddie, I saw you on Instagram. I said, you did? She goes, yes. The show's looking very good.
How you like
I
that?
said, I haven't spoken to you in 5 years, and you're going to tell me you saw it on Instagram. But I
It's
guess
the
this
hat.
kinda works. The hat. Yeah,
It's
I
the
know
hat.
people talk to me because of that.
It's the hat.
I got to wear it backwards. It's
Try it.
going to be the same thing.
We're going to get you a hat branding company.
I heard
And
all
then
about
on the
that.
side, it's going to be. Remember when there was the press picture, the press pass in the hat? We had to get something else in your hat, a feather in
A
your cap.
It made him turn his hat around. You see, that way they can see you. Because if you wear it the other way, all they see is a dark chateau.
It's so true, though.
Yeah.
Feather in your cap. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's a wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can find us. We're trying a new experiment on social media, but you can
Yes.
find us everywhere you used to, plus a few more pages, the Brooklyn Cafe TV. We've got Anchor in with us. JoJo is back in town.
I'm
So
back in
Murray should
town.
be very happy. Santa, if you're watching us in Kenya, maybe Santa has a tagline. I don't even want to know what you're doing over there. I'm just saying we got all kinds of things. And we've got a new guest with us. We've got Lindy with us. We're talking about happiness. I love that. The happiness
Lindy.
jungle. Lindy.
She's-
Lyndee.
She is in the jungle.
Is
baby.
that really your first name?
That is my first name.
Lindy.
With the dash.
With the dash.
Talk into the microphone so I can hear you.
LYN dash, capital DEE.
You know what people say? Life is what happens in the dash.
No, life is what happens in the jungle.
In the dash,
In
they
the jungle.
say.
In the dash.
In the
Dash
dash.
I heard that before.
You know,
So when
that's
you're
what
born,
they say. When you're
and then
born
you die.
and then you
That
die,
in
and
between
life
is
is the dash. Have you ever heard that?
No.
It makes a lot of sense.
You never heard that?
Don't
I've
encourage.
never
It's
heard
supposed to
it,
be
but I
like on
it.
the tombstone, how they put when you were born.
Don't encourage
And
her,
when you
please.
die,
Don't
It's the
You have the
dash.
dash.
Life
That's what
is
happens
the
in the
I
dash.
gotta go along
Don't
with this.
encourage.
There's no acknowledgement in the dash.
It makes a lot of sense.
All I'm saying is if you encourage her, I have no control of this show. That's all I'm saying. So on my tombstone, I'm going to put the letter F and 100 dashes with an S. There you go.
Life is the dash. Think about that. But it's not the dash, it's the journey.
Okay, I'm going to leave
It's
that
going to
alone.
be one of those weeks.
I'm
I'm just
gonna
warning
do
you
that.
up front. It is what it is.
Listen, I want to also condolences to the Bush family. Today is
Yes.
National Mourning Day.
Yes.
Everything is closed. They've only done that for 12 presidents in the history of this country.
Really?
Yes, and Trump signed it into law yesterday, or whatever the hell he does.
The banks aren't open today?
No
Nothing.
banks?
Nothing.
It is the 12th time in the history of this country that they've done that. There have only been 12 bodies laid in the Capitol building, and President Bush is number 12.
You know when I said that to you today, you know what you said to me? It's about respect.
That's right. It's old school.
It's all about respect. And that is what, no politics intended, people are lacking today.
Well, they talked about, why don't you just put your differences aside, at least for 24 hours, and let's
Yeah.
just be one. Let's just try to be one. And forget about color, race, religion, backgrounds. If you're a terrorist, put down your weapons. Whatever the deal is. For
Just
one,
for today.
Just
Be
for one
kind
day.
for the day.
I tell you, I'll take one day. One
one
day
day.
that I can probably sleep and not worry that my kids are going to get killed.
Just be
Scary
kind
thought.
for the day, right? It's just about respect.
thought.
Respect and hope, happiness, all the things we talk about every day. I love this heart. You know how we have our hope hearts?
Now, we gave her our heart.
That's what you
We're
said.
gonna
You
get
gave
to
Lindy
that.
one of these.
That's right.
I thought that was a
Life happens in
cinnamon
the
candy.
I hope you
She
didn't eat
swallowed it.
I did.
it. You did not.
She
I
ate it.
absolutely did.
She swallowed
No,
it.
look at her.
She went like this. She says, "Oh, that was
We
good."
Jojo, you never. The two of you. I got bookends today.
You got
with these two,
bookends
you
today.
never know what's going on. Oh my gosh, you guys are hilarious.
So we got JoJo on the set today to entertain us. Now, you have to come on remote with us tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be at.
Tomorrow we'll be out Corner Porch, 85 Southeast 6th Avenue in Delray Beach. And we love being on location, but what makes tomorrow even more special is we are collecting toys for children for the holidays. So please bring an unwrapped gift tomorrow between 12 and 2, and Danielle Boujon will be there doing free headshots. So come on down to Corner Porch.
She does great work.
She does beautiful work.
Fabulous work.
Amazing, isn't it, what she's created?
She made me 30 years younger.
I know.
love the
How do you
woman.
like
and
that?
And I'm never taking another picture again. But come down and join us and come and have a meal with me.
And Chanel, if we can confirm with Matt from Craft Food Tours, I think they have a private food tour tomorrow,
12 o'clock.
and they're going to end up at the Corner Porch at our location, which will be a lot of fun. I think that was an incredible concept. The
It
food
is.
tour?
It is. But I want to get on the tour.
He said
loved-
anytime.
He loved the party bus. Steve-O, if you're watching, you're going to be there tomorrow. We need the party bus so we can go down to the event in style or different places. We got some
When are you
gentlemen
going to
here
bring
who
that
want
up to me in Melbourne Beach?
We're working on it.
I mean, it's only
When
an
are
hour and a
you,
half
when are
away.
you going to decide to stay in one place?
She's got a new house. She's good to go.
I'm good to go now.
She's staying where she's staying.
I will lay $100.
Oh my
But that
God, I'm
will
going to kill
change
him.
in
Dawn, can I have a
a
duck? Where are the ducks?
It's gonna. We
We
took
had
him
to
off the
clean
I
set.
have
that
nothing to
for all
do.
the
I can throw a
food.
fortune cookie at him
She
now.
hit me in the eye with one. I had a black guy. I said no more.
That was
ducks
it.
inside.
Abuse.
Beverly, I just want you to know that Freddie has already put his squirt bottle in his coffee.
That's right. This is the squirt
So-
bottle.
He
What is
takes,
that?
You order yours?
He takes full responsibility for himself now. I'm done.
This thing light you up. This takes you to another dimension.
What is it?
I can't
You
say.
can't discuss that.
We will disclose that. But last night we were at a great event at Avant in Delray Beach with Hemp Boca. They launched a new product line, which we're going to talk about when they come on Friday. But it is a CBD bath bomb.
Yes.
It's. I
And
should have
you-
brought
and
it
you-
in.
I
We'll
saw
bring
that.
it on
And
Friday.
and unfortunately, somebody on the set kept saying BB, blank balls, and she kept saying it over and over again.
She's
She got
talking
them
about
knocked
her
off the
recipe
radio.
book, and she got them knocked off the
She got them
radio.
knocked off the radio. You
But-
can't say things like
But
that.
these are bath bombs with CBD in them, and there's day and night.
Did you
there's
use yours yet?
At what
What
time of day
time?
was I going to use that? I
I
went
used it
home,
last night.
passed out, and then came here.
I used it last night.
Did you? How was it?
Midnight shower, baby.
Bath bomb.
It bombed.
It
was-
goes in your bathtub.
Yeah, I know. I have a jacuzzi tub. I midnight candles. Whoop, put it in there. I was
How
good
was
to
that for
go.
you? You liked it?
Fantastic.
They've got two scents. They've got lavender for the night and eucalyptus for the day. I don't
I have
even
to
dare
call-
ask you which one you use.
Yes, I use the lavender.
Okay, good. Good
And I-
answer.
and-
Good
but I
answer.
wanna
Ding,
try,
ding, ding.
I want to try the other one. But I need to talk to them on Friday.
They'll be here on Friday.
Is there a difference between males and females using that bath bomb?
Is there a difference between males and
I'm gonna
females?
tell you.
Let's just stop right there.
Something happens. That's all I gotta
Oh
say.
my goodness.
That would
Remember, we're on the radio. There's only certain things you can say.
That
I'm
would
not
be
saying.
because
There's no inference.
He's leaving it to the
I
imagination.
couldn't
Yeah,
tell you.
that's
I would only know my reaction. I wouldn't know yours.
I tell you something. You gotta jump in and jump out.
We're gonna ask Rob what he thinks. We'll give him a bath bomb next
You
time
ever,
he
seen,
comes.
you ever seen that commercial on the air with the Vaseline for men and for women?
No, we've never seen that. I don't
No.
know what TV show you're watching.
Thank you.
I want to see that
Vas-
squirt
Get
bottle.
her a microphone.
Vaseline?
Because that's what.
Vaseline commercial.
It's a KY.
Okay, there's KY and then there's Vaseline.
Well, you would know that. I know.
Two clearly different
KY.
products.
It just came to me with a slow. The KY stuff, right?
Beverly, he's cut off.
It's a his and hers.
Unbelievable.
And the KY. What? The KY
haven't
is
used it,
it's for men.
He's killing me today.
For men and for women, and each one has a different color. I know that for a fact. One is blue and one is pink, but it does a different thing, right?
It does, no, I'm sure it does the
I'm sure
same
it does the
thing.
same
They
thing.
No,
just-
no,
It's
no.
just packaging.
She said on the commercial, one for him, tickle for me. Two different things.
And where are you going with this?
The bomb, that bomb,
I think we should switch
the
to food,
bomb,
Dawn.
the bomb is the bomb. The bomb.
And what do you guys have with Anchor In? What'd you bring for our set today?
I get
Okay,
ignored.
switching topics here.
Yes.
How do you like that? Jojo brought Anchor In, and
Yes.
Jojo has worked with Anchor In.
Yes,
For a very long
they've been
time.
around for such a long time. Back in the day when you could actually drink and drive and not get in too much trouble, they used to be open till 4:00 in the morning for after hours.
Seriously?
Yeah. I mean, I was a lot younger then, so I didn't mind being out till 4 in the morning. I couldn't do it now because that's when I'm waking up, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But they have great
3:33.
food, and the best thing
You
about
go to
it,
4 in the morning to eat?
No, to
I mean,
drink.
breakfast at 4 in the morning.
Really? You
She
go to
said
the
on
restaurant at
Facebook.
4 in the morning?
Well, you can't
You-
anymore.
Not anymore, but
Oh,
back
you
in the
used to.
day, back
Yeah.
in the day, you could.
Really?
And you
It
know,
was an after hour there?
Yeah.
yes,
I
we up
had,
to 4
I
in the
had one of
morning.
those in New York.
And do you know
Just saying.
who plays there? Danielle from Tailored Soul. She rocks
Does
the house.
she? We haven't
She
seen her in
rocks it.
such a
At
long
4 o'clock in the
time.
morning? Yeah, I invited her. You know what she told
Chanel,
me?
can you grab some chairs, please?
She doesn't want to come on?
You know what she told me? She's too busy.
Well, busy's not a bad thing.
It's not.
I
And
guess
said
it's a
to
good
her,
thing.
really? You're too busy to
Yeah.
give me some. Actually, we had a party with Danielle when she was here on art.
It's been a while.
The art walk. She was
It's
singing
been a
and
while.
dancing.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what you brought from the Anchor In. You were located where?
So we're at 2412 Floral Road, which is 1 mile west of I-95 on Hypoluxo. As far as what we brought today with us, we brought gator tacos, which is definitely something different.
Gator taco.
Yeah,
Alligator.
Fresh
That's
alligator.
That's a real gator?
It's fresh alligator. Now, no, I didn't go out and wrestle it, or I didn't do any of that. I thought about doing it one time, but then losing an arm, just not a good situation.
I've never had gator before.
Are you going to taste that?
Yes,
taste
I
it.
just need a plate. Annie, can we have some plates, please? I have to taste this gator taco.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
going to weigh
Annie.
You are
400
brave.
pounds by the time I'm
you
done
can't
here.
eat gator, right? Because you're a vegetarian. Is there
Why?
any,
Isn't a gator like a fish?
I don't know.
You don't eat
I
fish either.
Yeah, I don't know.
is there any such thing as a vegetarian gator?
Only if they eat vegetables, which they probably don't.
Well,
Yeah,
we're gonna go
which I
back to
don't
the
think they
old.
do.
You know, the cow is vegan until you eat it. It eats grass. It has a face, and then you eat it. It turns into a non-vegan. It's like the strangest food.
That's
All
a
right.
true story.
Yeah.
Well, you can't eat beef now anyway. You see all that recall
There's been
stuff?
a recall, but you can
Scary.
eat gator as long as you're not wrestling the gator.
Yeah,
I've
as
never
long as you're
had
not
gator.
wrestling the gator.
What do you mean you can't
So we're
eat
not going to find you in Alligator Alley anytime soon.
No.
What
Okay.
does gator taste like?
So it's a
gamey?
no, it's not gamey.
I
at all,
heard
believe it or
chickeny.
not. It's very much like chicken. But
Everything tastes
Here,
like
come
chicken.
around that way.
Well, you know what I say? If it tastes like
Yeah,
chicken,
but
eat
ours-
chicken.
yeah,
tastes
that's
like
like
chicken.
chicken.
All right,
There's a
Freddie,
true
we're going to
story
taste
to that.
this.
Come here, Annie.
But it's different. It's definitely different.
Everything tastes like chicken. You ever notice?
I don't know if everything. tastes like
Everything
chicken.
tastes like
Everybody
chicken.
compares something to chicken. It tastes like chicken.
I prefer to
legs.
wear alligator,
Frog
not
legs
eat it.
tastes like chicken.
All right, let's taste it. See what it tastes like.
Let's see their face.
I can't do it that way.
Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
It tastes like fried chicken.
Yeah,
I gotta do- Man, it is tender.
it's
You
very
don't even need
tender.
a fork. It's perfect for your fingers. I've now given up on utensils. I'm such a lady.
It tastes like lobster.
Okay, that's the first I've
Tastes
heard
like
that.
lobster.
Yeah.
Tastes like the sauce on it. It's amazing.
This gentleman?
It's a ginger aioli.
Here,
What
Rob,
is that?
here.
Ginger aioli.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing. It's not seafood, it's sawgrass food.
Yeah, I don't know what you.
It's
Yeah,
our
exactly. I
breakfast.
don't
Right.
know where it fits in the
Lindy,
category
would you like
of
to try
food.
one? Beverly,
you
would you
got-
like one?
We gotta try this.
It's lake
Take a
food.
piece.
Lake
Let me
food.
get the dish and I'll pass it this way.
All right,
Annie,
pass it
come
that
here,
way.
Where are you?
And we
Somebody
also,
come
what
over
else did you bring? Some mac and cheese,
We got some
Seafood mac and cheese.
seafood mac and cheese, as opposed to sawgrass gator. Okay.
Yes, exactly. And there is no gator in that. Now, maybe in the future we might do that, but as of now, there is no gator in the seafood mac and cheese.
What's in it? Don't tell
And
me
the s-
seafood,
And the
but
seafood mac and cheese, it's shrimps, bay scallops, and lobster meat.
wow, I love scallops.
This is one
Are
of my
you the
favorites.
chef?
Yeah.
You make all. How long have you been with Anchor Inn?
About a year.
And how long have you been with Anchor Inn?
About a year. I took over about a year ago.
And things sort of changed.
Yes.
Your ownership changed.
His,
Yeah.
his uncle used to run the
Oh, it was
place.
your uncle?
Was a
Yes.
no, he passed away,
Yeah, so
unfortunately.
That I knew, but I didn't
suddenly.
realize it was his uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he passed away in February, and then the family contacted me, and I kind of stepped in. It's
How do you like?
And
running
it's
a
not an
restaurant?
easy job.
it's different. I've run a construction company for 18 years, which I still own and operate. But jumping into the restaurant world is a totally different scenario.
So you're doing construction and a
And
restaurant?
restaurant business, yes.
And you're still walking?
Yeah, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day, and I go to sleep about 1 a.m. And I have 2 kids, a ex-wife, and a new wife. So yeah, I got a lot
Oh
going
boy,
on.
his plate is
So
full.
he's working on marriage number 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's
that is
exactly.
a full plate.
Exactly.
What do you ladies think? What do you think of the tacos?
That is amazing. It does taste like chicken.
It tastes like chicken.
But it's not,
lobster,
chicken.
but chicken.
Yeah, I've been at the lobster.
Yeah.
It's a
one.
big lizard.
Yeah, I was in New England for 14 years, so I can't
Oh,
say that it
CD
was
ones?
lobster,
Okay.
but
It
very
tastes like
tender.
chicken.
That was wonderful. I've
Okay.
never had
A lot of people
alligator
eat
before.
bonnet tail.
Yeah.
Sawgrass food.
I can't
Sawgrass
eat it.
food. I like
I don't
that. I'm
eat
gonna
it.
go with that.
There you go.
I like that.
It tastes like lobster to me.
You're gonna see them.
I think it's absolutely delicious. I don't know.
It's different.
And what else do you have?
And we also bought. I'm gonna let him explain what we also bought.
Well, that right there, that's Chilean sea bass. It's seared off and it's topped with the lobster sauce, and then on top of that, that's
Fried leaves.
fried leeks. Yeah.
Is that one serving? That is
Yes.
the biggest serving of
Isn't
Chilean
it?
sea bass I think I've ever seen.
Now, did you bring that size for the show, or is that the normal size? 'Cause
That's the
this
normal
is-
size.
That's the normal size.
I mean,
When
that's
do you like sea
ridiculous.
bass?
See, you're not gonna go home hungry.
That's ridiculous, that size of sea bass.
I
You
don't
might
like.
want-
My
you might
wife
wanna
says the
taste
same
that,
thing.
'cause that's good.
What are we talking about?
His wife said, and then you
Bath
talk
bombs.
about me.
And back to the bath bombs.
Hey, we going that direction.
No, the KY.
I feel very bad for you that she
KY and
finds you
bath bombs.
ridiculous.
Well, it's
but
funny
that's-
because we've got Carolyn over here. They're talking KY. We can talk low T also, but we're going to do that in a
you don't know.
minute. Low
I can see
T.
spreading that. Just saying.
You want to taste the sea bass?
Taste that.
I
I
want
had
to
that.
taste the sea bass.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Here,
taste
let's
the
pass
sea
that
bass.
down.
Hey, I'm gonna put this together for you here so you can have this because you know I can't eat the carbonation.
You can't eat the. And what's on the side here? This looks amazing.
It's a mushroom risotto.
You like mushroom risotto? I'm
That's
going
one
to
of
put it
my
right there, and then we're
favorites,
going
the
to pass
mushroom
this
And
around.
it's funny you
I
say
love
I'm a
it.
big risotto fan. Like when I go
You
to
like risotto,
literally
Freddie?
any other
Yeah, why
restaurant,
not?
that's
Let's
probably
try it.
one of the main things that I order.
Risotto?
Risotto. It's the risotto that we have is very, very good. And like I said, I'm like a risotto snob.
Want to try it, Jojo?
No, I'm good.
You're good. What do you think, Freddie?
I'm gonna use
It's
some
good.
seafood risotto. one
Look
day.
at the size of the sea bass.
like
This
that
looks
one.
absolutely amazing.
So
What do
when
you
you
think?
say sea bass, where does the bass come from? Is it Florida bass?
No, it's actually Chilean sea bass. So it comes
Let's
from
give
off
it
the
up.
coast of Chile, apparently. I mean,
Wow.
as far as I know. So it's not.
That's
it's,
delicious.
It's a very. From what
What
I
is
know,
this?
it's a cold water fish.
Risotto. Chilean
Yeah,
sea
Risotto's
bass
good.
is
Yeah.
And
amazing.
you have this sent to you daily? Is it fresh?
It's fresh, yes. So we get it like every other day. I don't get it sent to me daily,
Wow.
but it's about an every other day shipment.
Okay.
Of alligator.
So
What
with
the-
alligator.
Wait a minute, what?
That risotto?
What
sea
the hell
bass? Holy
What
smokes.
that
the
good?
hell is a risotto? This is unbelievable.
What the hell's a risotto? It's called rice.
Is it?
You never had risotto?
Apparently not.
Okay.
He doesn't get out much past Pollo Tropical.
Once you have it, you're gonna love it.
I'm in
It's
the doghouse
delicious.
now.
You're in big trouble.
I'm in big trouble.
Big trouble.
You want to play that game with me?
Okay.
You want to play that game with me?
This sea bass, how'd you like the sea bass?
Okay, where's the address? Because I'm going to dinner. I know where I'm ordering.
This is excellent. I'd like the address
Wait
as
till
well.
you try the sea bass.
I can't
It
wait.
is so
Bring it
easy.
over.
It's so easy to get to. It's like right off
The address-
95.
Yeah, so we're
24
literally
foot.
right off of I-95 and
Let me get
Hypoluxo.
that.
So if you head west
get
on
that plate.
Hypoluxo off of I-95,
He's going
we're about 1 mile west on the north side of the road. Big
Okay,
blue. Big
remember
blue.
this face.
Yes.
Because I will be there.
Try the
You
mac
just got to
and cheese?
mention the show and he'll remember, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That one's all you. Try the mac
Oh,
and
about
cheese.
10 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah. 10 minutes,
When
15
I
minutes
lived
north.
down here, I was like a
that?
total regular there.
I can't eat
You
this.
can't eat because the food's in your mouth? We got to pass some of this around also.
You can't eat that because carb.
You can't eat that. You've got carbs and I've got
It's not
lobster,
finger
but I
food,
gotta
but
try
yet we're
it.
using our fingers. Delicious.
Hey, you your finger.
We eat everything with our fingers here.
Solutions, right? Your fingers are chopsticks. How about that?
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
I like that because there's a whole thing going around about food tastes better with your fingers.
That is true.
Annie laughs because I say it all the time. I try to use a fork here, but I'd much prefer to break it apart
I
with my
love the way
fingers.
she says there's a thing going around. Yeah,
There's
it's
a
going
thing
around
going
because she made it up.
That's the advantage when it's our show to share. This is absolutely amazing. It is on Hypoluxo right off of I-95.
Yep.
When you're driving west on Hypoluxo, you see it and you
It's
think,
on the
how do
north
I
side.
get there?
Yeah.
You do.
How do you get, there's a gas station you turn by and you loop around?
So there's actually a parking lot in the front of the building. There's a church that I actually own as well. It's kind of weird, a church and a bar, but
You own
You
it.
own a
That's
church,
right.
a
Yeah,
bar, and a
it's ju-
construction company.
yeah. So it's a
Isn't
whole.
there a joke? It's like a
There's a
pope,
church
a
on the
rabbi,
property.
and a minister went into I own
Yeah,
a
so
church,
it'd
a
be
bar.
it'd be a church, a bar, or a priest, a bartender, and a contractor.
I'm gonna
I
tell
don't know
you,
how that story ends.
the church is a
It
brilliant.
ends in the dash.
Yeah.
Church is a brilliant idea
Okay.
because you have a gathering of church, right? So they're gonna go to your place to eat.
They do. They do. So it's.
And they're gonna go, and if there's construction to be done, that's a brilliant idea. You got a whole captive
Well,
audience.
it just kind of worked out that way. I didn't plan it out.
You have
that
to see
way.
the outside, how nice the tiki bar is.
We gotta
Yeah.
make the tiki
It's-
bar is a
Yeah.
church.
No.
No. At the bar outside, they have a huge,
So I have a
huge
2,500
tiki
square
hut.
foot tiki bar.
2,500
It's
square
huge.
So
foot
it's
tiki
one of the
bar.
largest in Palm Beach County. Yeah.
Do you have Ethernet?
Yes. I have Wi-Fi.
No, we can't use Wi-Fi. We need Ethernet because you have an Ethernet inside that goes to the tiki.
Oh yeah. So I have connections for that.
That
Yeah.
would be fun to do live.
It'd be so
Live
much
show
fun to
there?
do on the tiki bar.
Yeah.
That would be a smoker.
Yeah,
I
let's
like
go.
That idea.
We do a show at the tiki bar.
I like that.
Hey, Steve-O, we need
That's fun.
we need the bus.
Linda, you in? You want to come to the
I
tiki
am
bar?
in. I am so
I like
in.
that.
Everything
I'll make sure to have a
tastes-
bartender on staff.
If not,
yeah.
I used to be a bartender.
Oh, did you?
Me, I still have my black book.
So we have a guest bartender then.
Then we have a guest bartender.
I
you
can
go.
turn the bottles. They're gonna break, but I can turn them.
Take a
around.
break.
We're busy passing food out from the Anchor Inn. You can give them a call at 561-868-5900, 2412 Floral Road. But it is off of Hypoluxo and I-95 if you're heading west on the north side of the street. Maverick, let's go to a quick commercial break. Switch up the set a little bit. We've got Carolyn with Low TE. You're going to join us. We've got Beverly. You've got some CBD drops. And we've got Lindy. We're talking the happiness jungle. So stay tuned. We got more people walking in. It's going to be a long day. We'll be right back. Using the latest ultrasonic and nanotechnology. Airbiotics is a movement to save us and the future generations from antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Reduce your risk of allergies, skin infection, colds, and flu. Get rid of deep-seated odors and enter into a protective shield of Airbiotics. Order your Airbiotics personal or environmental system today at airbioticszone.com. AIRBIOTIXZONE.com. Good for use in nursing homes, schools, travel, or daily use. Order yours today. airbioticszone.com. I'm washing down my gator with some Brooklyn Cafe coffee.
Hold on a second.
Yes, we are.
Yes, Jojo, we're on the air. No, Jojo, don't say it, because we're on the air.
Jermina, you going to come join us? Look what just graced our set. This is absolutely amazing. Jermina from Blossom Moments Floral. She comes every Wednesday and she changes out our set. This is filled with Brooklyn Cafe coffee beans.
Unbelievable. Can I eat this?
Try it.
No, you try it.
I don't know, have you ever eaten a coffee bean without
Yes,
grounding?
yeah.
You have? It gets stuck in your
Then
teeth.
you gotta roast them.
These are roasted.
Okay, go ahead, eat it.
No, I'll eat it offset.
All right, that's good.
I have a bag of rocks for you too, Jermina, from Chef Z. She gave me a bag. Look at these beautiful river
Oh,
rocks
they're
that
gorgeous.
Jermina has from, you get them from Haiti?
Yes.
Aren't these amazing? These are all hand carved.
Wow, and they're hearts.
What
Hey.
you doing to my
And
rock?
there we go.
Where's yours?
It's with your toys. Oh, my Dawn doll fell too.
These
She's
rocks,
face
you
down.
get them from a river, and they are all shaped in hearts.
Seriously?
No,
That seems to be the word of the day, Freddie.
Freddie?
Seriously.
you like that though.
I like that.
Ladies,
I like
we need
that
more
a lot.
chairs
I'm
for
all
you,
about the
Dr.
heart.
Jessica. You're good?
I want one.
Jermina, these are so pretty. And then she has a beautiful blue arrangement. It's Hanukkah, so I
Now
love the
hold
blue.
on,
Thank
Amina,
you.
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now you have the coffee with the flowers, right? Do not throw the coffee beans away.
I will not.
Whenever
do
you
that.
bring a flower, you put the
Reuse
flower.
them?
You reuse, yes. And I want you to vitalize them
Okay.
now.
We're on air?
Yes,
Okay.
because you don't do it.
I know.
And what happens is Freddie has to look at them as they begin to die. And
These
I go,
aren't
"What?"
going to. I think the coffee beans going. Can we water the coffee beans?
No.
No,
How do you add water?
this is you don't. That's why
Can
you
you
need to.
imagine if like we could actually brew coffee? Talk about French press, right? We'd have like tulip press. Zoop.
Oh.
I know.
Okay,
it's
get the
Wednesday.
vitalizer on.
It was a long night last night. Sorry, guys. We were on location late at
Eat your
night.
fish.
Eat your fish.
your
Which of the fish?
All right, so what are we cooking? What do we got going?
I want to introduce Carolyn. She has a new show starting tomorrow night on WNN 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. Our Thursday night lineup is enhanced and growing, 7 o'clock. We're talking low TE. And yes, it is exactly what you all think it is. Tell us about you and your show and your vision.
Alrighty, we have Let's Talk Hormones with Carolyn Zallmeyer, and we're going to be going over all the aspects of hormones because hormones have so many important parts or aspects to our body that as we are aging, we start to lose the hormones. And so with that, we may notice our energy is low, our sleep isn't so good, joint pain, energy just isn't there. You don't have your mojo, you don't have your sex drive, sexual satisfaction. And with optimizing your hormones, we can lift that up. So we're going to go in and try to dispel a lot of the myths that are out there about hormones, about bioidentical hormones, and just educate people and give more information. So
And you use a lot of pellet therapy, correct?
I do. I use a pellet system, BioT method that goes underneath your skin on your backside. And the beauty of that is it brings up your hormones and holds them steady for 3 to 5 months. So you don't even have to think about it. It's just you're getting those hormones. And what bioidentical means is a chemical molecule in our product is exactly the same as what our body produces. So your body's just convinced that you're naturally producing more and more hormone.
Now I got to tell you, we had a conversation when we were talking in the green room, the blue room, whatever the room is. We had a conversation and we spoke, and your husband was there, and he spoke about how you can take heart medication, which is an LGY, whatever the ending is.
LOL.
LOL.
There you have that. And you were telling me how when people take that,
Yes.
men,
And women have less
well,
of a sexual response.
but let's talk
yeah.
about the men, because
I like her
It's all
answer
about the
compared to
men.
his answer.
Well, his
A
answer
lower
was,
sexual response. He gives us 2 words.
that's right. And you know what? I called my doctor, and I asked him, why in the world would you do this to me? Well, what did I do? And I explained what you said. You know what? He says, oh. That's what he says to me. Oh. You know why they gave me that pill? Because it's the most expensive pill on the market.
But they don't make the money on it, the doctor, so that doesn't make any sense.
Because the people that come in, they want you to push that pill.
Yeah, but the doctors don't get
But
residuals.
the doctors get whatever they get.
They get it.
The pharmaceutical company runs the world.
Yeah.
The doctors
And
definitely
they want to
get.
sell this pill. But that's not the point. Would you eat your fish? The bottom line is this.
Hence, swish a fish.
I yelled at him for 15 minutes. And you know what he said? I'm going to change your pill. You're damn right you're going to change my pill, you idiot.
Yeah. What Freddie's talking about is that sometimes both men and women, if they're on the blood pressure medicines that end in LOL, it's not so funny.
It's not.
Because for even young men on it,
That's right. You go south instead of going north.
Yeah, and women are not as
Just saying.
responsive sexually either, and things just don't
Now,
function
how
the
does
way
it
they
affect
should
a
be.
woman?
The same way. It's the
They
same.
go south?
Yeah,
A woman can
they're
go
just
south?
not as responsive. Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
not responsive.
It's like
Yes.
taking your bath bombs.
Now, yes, I mean, these bath bombs, I tell you go north. But maybe it's because there's no LOL.
There you go.
LOL. Is that
That is
really what the
hilarious.
engine?
They end in like I'm not gonna say.
Trinidad
yeah,
believe in LOL.
Just look at your
Beta
look at your
blockers.
medication.
Beta
and-
blockers.
Does your
for the
medication
ending.
end in an LOL?
Yes.
Really?
No, not really. Yes.
I don't take them, so I don't know.
Yeah, but what do you think I'm bringing it up? And when you said that day,
And
my
it is so
blood
not
pressure
funny,
went through
is
the
it?
roof.
And it's not funny. It's not an LOL.
And
Exactly,
I looked at
exactly.
him and I says, really? He says, yeah. And I went home and I did the research. And damn it, you're right.
But the hormones are so much to talk about. And I want to talk to you, Lindy, LYN-DEE. And we somehow have to brand that
That's your new
dash.
name.
Yes,
You're called
absolutely.
the dash.
We have to brand the dash because
The dash.
life happens in the dash.
It is true.
You're the dash.
You
I'm the
had
dash,
a
I'll be
story
the dash.
that happened to you in the past year you were telling me about.
Yes.
Did it change your hormone therapy or what you were doing, or have they since changed it?
I think that mentally as well as pharmaceutically, because I wasn't on any pharmaceutical meds. I think it's all with me within the happiness jungle. I teach the theory of mind matters, mind controls. So in the dash of the moment, it's what you're thinking and how you're responding to the situations that are going on in your life. So for me, it's not about the medication. It's about how are we going to respond to things that are going on in
But
our
think how
lives.
much those go hand in hand, right? It's,
Absolutely.
It's your mental state, it's your response to the
Yes.
situation, plus it's getting your hormones regulated.
Right, but I've had young ladies come in that like 35, and I've got this fabulous husband, a great house, a great job, and I just don't have that loving feeling. And what's wrong with me?
That should be your opening song. We should have a cover. We should have a cover done for her about that song.
Lost that loving feeling.
I've lost that loving
You know,
feeling,
And
right?
put love thyself,
Well, the funny thing is,
because I do love myself.
the funny thing is that sometimes something traumatic happens in your life,
Yes.
right? Like happened to me. And then what happens is that they bring you back to life, right? And then they say, okay, you got to take the next 21 pills. And what are you going to do? You're going to question the guy that brought you back to life and say, no, I'm not? It doesn't work that way.
That's right.
It just doesn't happen that way. But along the way, your life begins to change because of the medications. So if you're not getting the right information, and don't write to me, really, I hate it when you do that. If you're not getting the right
Maybe
information,
that's the problem.
what's the
You
yeah,
told
maybe
everyone
it
to
is.
stop writing to you.
And they
You
don't.
got them upset.
Okay,
though.
write to me. Write to me.
Keep writing to him. He needs more
So
friends.
you get centered because your mindset changes.
Right.
But she's right. She has, and not only that, I produced a show. It was a sex talk show at 9:00 at night. You got phone calls with guys that said, "Help me."
Yeah.
Right on the air.
Absolutely.
And I think, and I want to also bring this into the Hispanic show, Annie, that we're going to do on Fridays, because my machismo men don't want the help. They don't understand the difference. So you have to sort of weigh it out. You have to be intelligent into what you're taking and putting in your body. Yes?
You can do bioidentical. It's not just the TE that you're doing the pellets.
Right.
It's the full bioidentical.
Right. What we do is for women, testosterone and estradiol if they need it, but we do a comprehensive blood panel and run it through our computerized dosing system. So everybody's dose is different and their recommendations are different based on their science. And so for women, postmenopausal women, it's usually testosterone and estradiol. If they still have their uterus, they need to have progesterone to oppose the estradiol. And for men, it's testosterone. But at the same time, we're also checking the thyroid out in depth, so that we know that even if it's just a little bit sluggish, we can correct it. And a lot of times that helps with the people to slim down with their metabolism, their energy and mental clarity. And then we optimize the nutrients at the same time. We look at their probiotics, their omega-3s, their vitamin D, which is so critical for your bones, your teeth, your moods, prevention of certain cancers now. They're showing having your hormones, your D optimized helps prevent. And we look at all that and make good recommendations. Then the patient we can talk about it. And what do they want to do? Well, I don't want to take 5 pills. Okay, well, let me prioritize them.
So you
Because-
actually put the schedule for them as to what they want to or not take?
Absolutely. We discuss it. I mean,
Amazing.
they're the captains of their own ship. They don't have to do anything.
Now, you've been doing this a while.
28 years.
That's right.
Wow.
Because we
Long
met
time.
her, 3 years ago?
At Wax, yes.
Yes.
And I remember the interview you did. Dawn did 8 hours of interviews that day. And you were the first. And I'll never forget when you had that conversation, I still remember what you were wearing. You had your white jacket on, and I said to Dawn, you know something? If you listen to what she said in those 15 minutes, it will change your life.
It is life changing, and that's what I keep hearing from my patients: is you've changed my life. You brought me back. I'm more like my old self. I like myself better. My husband likes me better. I'm getting along better at work. You know, it just gets your mood back, gets you back to your old self.
That's what Bonnie said also. You just feel like you again.
Yeah,
And you don't have to think about it because the pellets go in.
exactly.
The estradiol is different than estrogen.
Estradiol is a type of estrogen, and it's the safe type, and that's why we use it. And it's been used in the pellet system for over 80 years. Very, very safe, easy. You don't have to think about it.
But it's the science behind using it is the part I like, because some people yes, some people no, and then you go a different way. You give them choices.
Yes, we have a lot of different options. Even if they don't want to do the hormones, we can evaluate their thyroid and their nutrients and get them on track with that. If they have weight issues, we can help them with that. If they need a little Botox, we can always do that too.
It's a one-stop shop.
Do everything there.
What's your phone number and how can people find you?
It's 954-791-4498, and our website is lowte, Florida spelled out, .com, lowteflorida.com.
And it starts tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
Check it
Tune
out.
in. Check it out.
You're not going to be disappointed. 88, what is it? 888-565-1470. Call in if you have questions. I'm hoping that
Everyone's
you
gonna
don't
have
get to
questions.
talk because so many people calling, and you're going to have to monitor that whole thing. Now, I wanted to ask.
And you can call in anonymously because
Yeah, say
it's
your
a
name is
phone call.
Joe,
You
even
don't
though it
even
isn't.
have to reveal your own name, right?
Yeah,
Lindy's
but if I
shaking her
recognize
head.
your
That's
voice.
right.
Just say,
Yeah.
hi, this
You know
is
what I
Joe.
love? What I heard is that I'm a breast cancer survivor, and there are so many of us are put on a pill a day for the next 5 years. And what I understand is now there's an alternative. I am so excited to be sitting next to you and to be able to share with the world that there are other solutions, because we do need something to help us through that next 5 years, and you now have the solution.
Yeah, your
Thank you.
body's gone through a lot, and
yeah.
you know there are things we can
Yeah.
do to help you.
Just saying, yeah.
Well, you have a new book coming out.
I do. It's called Squeeze My Tatas.
Yes.
And you're one mammogram away from knowing.
And I have a book following yours says I love to squeeze your tot. Just say.
But think about it. Life is going. It's going.
Yes.
You're doing what you're doing, good or bad or indifferent,
That's
and then
right.
you get this mammogram or your ultrasound, and then life changes.
Life changes in a snap, and you just have to look up, and instead of saying, why me, it's what's the purpose. It
That's a good
changes
point.
everything.
That's a
It
good
changes
point.
your healing process. It changes everything. So Squeeze My Tatas will be coming out shortly.
I love that.
And it's all about having that positive mindset to get you through what you're going through. Because it's already happening. No more why me, it's what's the purpose.
Yeah.
Everything has a purpose for you to gain strength.
You know, and I wanted to touch base with that because most women with the hormones, when it happens, it changes everything around them. And then
But it's a
with all-
progression
yeah,
of
but
change.
Hold on, with all due respect, what happens? A woman
With all due respect.
she withdraws, and all of a sudden she's not communicating. And I mean you know the deal. I mean all of a sudden we're sitting there scratching our heads and we think, okay, I'm a Neanderthal. I must have done something wrong. And all of a sudden the relationship begins to go down south because there's no communication. Unfortunately,
Right, that's interesting.
because of this deal, right? So get educated. You know something? Get your head out of the sand, is what I like to say.
Because you can feel so bad as a woman. You can feel sick and achy and tired and cranky, and you think it's the kids, it's my aging parents, it's work, it's money. You don't realize it's your hormones until your joints ache and this aches, and you start piecing it together, and you don't realize that there is one place you can go to regulate it all. So you start going to the cardiologist because you've got heart palpitations, and then they say you're just anxiety, and they give you an anti-anxiolytic. And then
What's
it's your
that? Anti what?
anxiolytic.
That's a word?
Yeah. And then you go to the next
not just
doctor,
pretty.
the thyroid doctor, right? They go to endocrinologist and they go, it's your thyroid, and they give you another pill.
What, do you got a Webster dictionary down there? What are you doing?
Here, it's a little scary, right?
Yeah,
Keep eating,
absolutely.
share my fish, you'll get
Eat
it
your
too. Eat your fish, squish
Yeah,
the fish.
but it's true. What you're talking about is 100%.
Well, it's like you go to the cardiologist, men go to the urologist. You go from doctor to doctor. You end up on 21 medications. There's no one regulating all of them. And sometimes, if you could just regulate those simple hormones, 3 for women, 1 for men.
Yeah.
Seriously.
While the woman is kind of sinking and withdrawing in the whole thing, you're losing yours too, and so your communication may not be as well as you think it is.
Well, that's a great
and,
point.
You know, and so the guys are kind of sinking into the recliner with the clicker and a beer and
you
more
wonder
happy
why.
to watch TV.
And you wonder why.
And it's not their fault.
Why is it that we make all wives widows when the NFL comes out? It ain't brain surgery, guys. It's really simple. I mean, things happen to you. Not at 56. I'm not the same guy I was when I was 36.
Yeah.
I mean,
Who
come
is?
to
But
the
we can
reality.
make you
of it.
feel like it.
Oh my God, that's scary.
I think I may have to pellet
Look at
Freddie on
Dawn.
there.
That is a scary thought.
How do
I
you-
don't know if I can handle 36-year-old Freddie.
Well, how long is that? The pellets go in like manually? It's like a.
Yeah, under the skin, a
It's just
teeny
like that?
tiny little incision with numbing medicine.
I have a friend
And then
that
I use an
swears by
instrument
them.
to put them. Absolutely.
Now, do
years
you
she's
have to
been doing
keep
it.
using those?
Only if you want to feel
Only
good.
if you want to feel good, exactly. That's what people say. How long do I have to do this? As long as
So
you
hold
give
on, you use it once, twice, it keeps going 12 times a month?
it. No, you get inserted for men is 5 to 7 months. Once
Right.
every 5 to, so you come in twice a year. Get your pellets. Feel fabulous. Come back. And we're good.
I'm gonna have
Question for you: do they dissolve, or do you have to
Totally,
take them out and then
totally.
put new ones
it's
in?
Just, it's just the compacted hormone,
Gotta
so
know.
there's no capsule or anything that like the Norplant where
Can
we
they
had to
fall
remove it.
out?
Not like that.
Can they like pop out one
Well,
day?
if you go horseback riding right afterwards, yes.
I do a lot of hopes.
And you check men's prostate numbers, right? Before
Absolutely,
you do the
absolutely.
testosterone, you have to check your prostate
Yes.
levels.
Really?
Yeah, we have to know the
I
numbers.
don't like that exam.
No, I don't have to do that.
Not the exam,
It's
the blood
lab.
levels.
Oh,
The lab.
PSA, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
the,
check the
you know the
PSA.
prostate exam, right? You
Do I
it,
know it?
Georgia?
Of course I know it.
You know, I know you would. I think you were a nurse in another life.
But Carolyn, go see
I was in
Carol-
this life.
Go see Carolyn. Check out her show tomorrow night.
I was.
It's Let's Talk Hormones.
Yes, let's talk hormones with Carolyn.
And
Sullivan.
before
Medical
she
assistant,
prescribes
not
or does any of the testing, all lab work is done. Men, you have your PSAs tested. Women, you have all of your levels checked. If you have a uterus, you need the progesterone and the estradiol. You need to. It's a tough balancing act.
Yeah, but you know something? Your life is worth it, right?
I feel good.
When
And you
you
do
get-
all this at your location?
We draw the blood. We can do that
Mm-hmm.
at the and we send it off to LabCorp, and we get the results the very next day. So if you come in for a consultation, and we decide we're ready to go. We draw your blood, schedule you for the next afternoon, and we can get you feeling better sooner rather than later. So we have a really good system down.
That's great.
Let me ask you something, because most people today, for whatever reason, is insurance dependent. Do you cover insurance as well?
We don't contract with insurance at all, but we can give you a super bill that has all the codes where you can submit it to your insurance.
And get paid on the other side.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
happens with a lot of doctors ever since Obamacare and everything came out. So a lot of that.
I
has
agree.
to do. But the bottom line here is at the end of the day, to go into a one-stop shop, that makes the difference. And I'm telling you, I called my doctor and I did scream at him and I told him exactly what you said and he agreed. He said, "You're right. This is the wrong medicine then for you."
See?
But it isn't until you say enough, I don't want to do it. Do you remember that 3 years ago when we were at BZT, there was a company in Las Vegas that got shut down because they were using the same syringes over and over again for diabetic patients.
That's terrible.
Okay? And it wasn't until one guy stood up and said, "Whoa, you didn't take that out of a package. How do I know it's clean?" And that's how they found out that those guys were doing that for almost 6 months.
Wow.
Because nobody's afraid to tell the white coat no.
Wow.
I'm just being honest. You
White
don't tell
coat syndrome.
you want to tell your doctor, "No, I ain't doing that." "Oh, I want you to take this pill." "No. I want you no. You ain't going to do that. You're not going to do that. So you know what? Find out the right way to do things.
Jermaine, you had something to say.
Oh, I forgot what it was.
Just interrupt him next time. Just say, Freddie, hold that thought.
But anyway, you're on this set. You brought the flowers.
And you match your flowers.
Do you get dressed
Every time she comes,
with
she
the flowers?
matches.
Is that what you do on purpose?
It wasn't attended.
Every single time she comes, she matches one of the
does. Every time
arrangements,
I've seen
right?
her.
Really?
Every time.
I've been looking for clothes in the closet. I couldn't find anything. to
Jermaine,
wear.
this is
Look in the flowers.
unbelievable. Look at this. The beans, our coffee beans with the tulips. These
The
are
coffee beans with
amazing.
the tulips. Now we have a gig here. We're going to be
Coffee
doing
beans and tulips.
beans and tulips.
Yes.
That's right.
I feel like Jack and the Beanstalk.
You're fun.
Yeah.
We have a gig here on Friday night,
Art walk.
art walk. So we're going to put the flowers out on the set.
We have her cards.
We actually have a couple of shows going on. And then we're going to do the art walk from 7 to 8. Is that what we're doing? here on the set, but it's open till 9, 1440 North Federal Highway. Come on down, say hi, have a cup of coffee. Don't want to make it? She won't.
I'm more than happy to make you some coffee. We'll get you some gator tacos also. And for all your floral needs, contact Jermina. Not only are the flowers beautiful, but Jermina is the loveliest person to ever work with.
Thank you.
Tell them the phone number where they can reach you.
561-951-6343, and the website is bmgevents.net.
And everything. And I say it all the time. I think the thing that fascinates me most about Jermina is that she feels happiness, right? The happiness jungle.
This is
all
the jungle.
The time. This
Part of it.
I'm going to tell you something. If you guys are in the doghouse, she has a set of flowers, a bouquet. Get you out of the doghouse. Just say you want the out of the doghouse bouquet.
I told him that on Monday. He was in such a cranky mood. I said, you better call Jermina because you need that out of the doghouse bouquet right
out
now.
of the doghouse bouquet, which is really, she put something nice and put a picture of the girlfriend, you know, the whole nine, the wife, whatever it is, and get you out of the doghouse.
Anything you need for holiday events, day-to-day, hospitals, nursing homes, just to make a smile on your coworker's face, whatever it takes. She has all price points.
Yes.
One day we're going to see that flamingo that's bigger than me, made out of flowers. Can you imagine a floral flamingo?
What is this?
Wow.
Maybe when we go with Steve-O down to Miami.
Wait a minute, where is this?
Jermina makes them.
You have a
It was
flamingo?
a peacock.
A peacock, sorry.
You have a peacock?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Where
Gotta
is
make it.
Oh, you haven't made it yet.
It's
Yes.
the size of me
That would be beautiful.
in flowers.
That would be beautiful.
You do that?
Yeah.
That's like for a wedding?
Cheers, yeah.
Or better yet, a divorce?
Not if you go see Carolyn, you won't need it anymore because no more clicking in the recliner in the lazy boy. That would be
You know, it's
really
funny,
a funny
the whole
commercial,
conversation,
though.
that's what you remember. That's bad news. I tell you, I'm going to get you back.
Well, I
That's
keep thinking of
bad
Alex and his
news,
two
buddy.
words. I won't repeat those two, but you know,
That's bad news. Get the ball. What is that?
the bath bomb.
Oh, my God. We need to talk about this bath bomb thing.
I don't know anything
I'm
about
going to
it.
bring you one. This is like the most incredible thing I've
It's
ever
a
seen.
CBD bath bomb.
But it has like this effect. I don't know what the hell it is.
It goes into all your pores. So men
goes
might
into-
react differently than
That's what it
women.
is. It goes into all your pores. Why didn't I think of that? As you take a bath.
That's exactly what they said yesterday. It goes into everything.
I don't even want to bring that up.
It's been
But,
long. We've been on location. We've been working really hard this week.
but it does work.
But tell us again where we can find you, Jermina. I love your flowers, and I just love having you on set with us all the time. And the
Thank
coffee
you.
beans. And Chef Z brought your backup bag of rocks back.
Yes.
But they're not rocks. There needs to be a better name.
Stones.
stones.
Heartfelt stones.
You
There
got
you
it.
go.
Love stones.
You got
Love
it.
And this is
stones.
perfectly
May
for you,
I?
Lindy.
Can I see
Yes.
it?
Sure.
Actually, you may have it.
Oh,
I don't know where mine
What a
is.
gift.
Where
may
i-
have it.
Where is mine?
It's around because Lindy gave
It's
out
around.
these with her
And I
card.
give those
Oh,
out all
cute.
over the world, yes.
So
Yeah.
please take
Thank
that
you
heart
so
stone
much.
because it's all about happiness, right? It's the happiness jungle.
It
it's
is.
it's the jungle we climb through every day just to reach a little bit more happiness.
It's funny because my sister went to see my father. She's in the jungle. You know, she went to
Literally.
Puerto Rico. And Puerto Rico, my father was in the jungle. And I said to her, "Are you sure you want to go?" And she says, "Oh, yeah, I want to go see Dad and yada, yada, yada." And not 2 minutes of being in his house, she calls me, "Oh, my God, I can't be here. I want to go home. This is a jungle." So literally, that is the jungle. That's like what life is all about, right?
Life is all about a jungle.
Gotta
And
find
you
your
do
way
a
out.
show called The Happiness Jungle?
I do have a Happiness Jungle show. My whole brand is Happiness Jungle. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Now, does that mean being happy in the jungle or trying to get out of the jungle?
It means being happy during everything, after, all of it. Because life is a jungle from the beginning to the end. The dash.
It's the dash.
Now you've been
the
doing
dash.
this for how many years?
The Happiness Jungle TV show is now going on its third season, over 100 episodes, and we're going to continue. And now I'm a part of you.
You are a part
No,
of us.
I am.
no,
I'm so
I'm a
excited.
part of you.
We're a part of each other.
Yes, and I
Yes,
would love
it's
for
teamwork.
her to kick off the Monday lineup because every program can use a little happiness.
I
yes?
like that. I like that.
And
And
that's
I
what
would
it
love
comes
to
down
start
to.
everybody's week off on a happy note.
Happiness and hope.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Candles.
Those
It
candles are
smells so
from
good.
Sensibility. Please take one.
Yes.
Thank
As
you.
a matter of fact, I wish you were here when these kids came in here because
Wow.
they're all on the spectrum and they have a business. They actually run a candle business. But all of them are young adults and they're all on the spectrum and it's unbelievable. Now they're trying to raise money to open up in Boynton Is that
To
correct?
open up a village so they can have affordable housing and more businesses to
Oh, that's
employ these
cool.
special needs adults.
And
And
the-
they've run out of room in their candle shop.
And some of these kids have lost their parents, and there's nobody to care for them. So Susan came in, and she takes them in.
Bonnie
And Bonnie too.
and Denise.
Where are
Denise,
they?
And there
there's
is no
such thing as
Susan.
Where are they?
They're
Where
in
are they
Coral
located?
Springs. Right now they're in Coral Springs. They're looking for a
Oh.
bigger space in Boynton Beach, but please take that candle. If you want to order any of your candles, it's Sensibility, SCENTSABILITY.com. I want to put that onto our V card, and we're going to talk to Jen as well, so people can get their candles. They've got the rocks, they've got fragrances, they've got hand sanitizers, and all the money goes back into making more candles, only to give these young adults a place and a purpose every day. They are non-for-profit. They are not making money. It simply goes back to the products. The fragrances are donated from major fragrance and perfumeries around the country. And
Perfumery.
yes.
Did you swallow an encyclopedia?
Do you know what? I didn't even have your
Perfumeries.
drops.
She's like full of words today.
What is this? Perfumery.
But do you eat
Gross.
gator? Do you eat gator?
Do you eat gator?
Gator.
No. Have you ever tried it?
But gator's not a meat.
It's not a meat. It's a fish.
Gator's not even a fish.
It's an
It's an
amphibian.
amphibian.
Okay,
Gene,
thank
do you
very
eat
much for
gator?
playing. Gator.
We have a gator taco for you.
We want you to try a taco.
We've got a gator taco. All
We
the
don't-
food was kindly donated
We don't know what it is.
by the Lakeside Anchor Inn Tiki Bar. You can find them at 2412 Floral Road in Lantana, right off of Hypolexo at I-95. Give them a call, 561-868-5900. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be on radio in 2 and 2.
We'll be right back.
We'll see you in a few.
All right.
to the table. Smart Serve is from the farm to the capsule. Take advantage of this special offer from Invite Health. Buy one bottle of Smart Serve for $19.95 risk-free. Double up and get free shipping. The regular retail is $52.95. For Smart Serve, call 800-463-7575. That's 800-463-7575. You can also visit an Invite Health location or go to invitehealth.com. Invite Health, the luxury brand of vitamins.
You're pregnant. How far?
1 month, 2, no doctor yet. I can't afford it.
Protect yourself and your baby. The health department can help you out. Test for STDs.
I don't have diseases.
You don't know. You don't always have symptoms. STDs make you and your baby sick.
I don't want my baby sick.
No one cares more about your baby than you.
I'm calling my county health department.
A message from the Florida Department of Health, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
What you want to know. What you need to know. Talk 1470 WNN.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power. A platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions. A voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800. Welcome to the Probiotic Protection Zone, the Airbiotic System distributes millions of safe and all-natural environmental probiotics into the air and on surfaces using the latest ultrasonic and nanotechnology. Airbiotics is a movement to save us and the future generations from antibiotic-resistant superbugs. Reduce your risk of allergies, skin infection, colds, and flu. Get rid of deep-seated odors and enter into a protective shield of Airbiotics. Order your Airbiotics personal or environmental system today at airbioticszone.com. AIRBIOTIXZONE.com. Good for use in nursing homes, schools, travel, or daily use. Order yours today. airbioticszone.com.
Cruise Planners, an American Express travel representative, has a tremendous reputation for quality, service, and very competitive pricing for all of your travel needs. As a Cruise Planners travel advisor, Paul Vadiano will help you discover exciting adventures around the world, from cruises to land tours and completely packaged vacations. Paul specializes in all types of travel and will create an unforgettable vacation, wedding, or event just for you. Find Paul at www.cruiseoptics.com, on Facebook, or by phone at 561-232-2626. We make your travel dreams come true.
It's lunchtime, and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from Studio A in the heart of Delray Gallery, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free at 888-565-1470 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
When no one else can understand me, when everything
Cafe TV.
And welcome to part 2 of the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Wednesday. And as the man says, you know who that is, right? You picked the song.
I do. Do you know who that is?
I do.
How could you not?
He's the man.
The wonder of you. Speaking of the man, today's a day of respect for George W. Bush, so sending all of our respect and condolences to the family and everyone. As you were saying,
Day of mourning and day of unite.
But I liked what you said better. It's a day of respect.
It's always been.
That I like actually better than a day of mourning, because the man had a long life. He had a long dash, 94 years, right, of an amazing life and family and career. Politics aside, the man had an amazing life.
He had
It's a day of respect.
He left 2 sentences to his daughter, or granddaughter, and grandson. They asked him what are the words, and he said one of them was, "Don't take yourself too seriously," and the other one was respect. And do you notice, as the president, only 12 presidents this has occurred for.
It's incredible.
12 in the history of this country. He's the 12th. They signed it into law yesterday, Trump. And he said, give credit to somebody else, because if you give credit to yourself, it doesn't have the same value. And he said, nobody wants to talk to me. They want to talk to his wife, who died in April. You were right. I thought it was 7 days before. It must have been 7 months before. But the thing that takes president on this whole stuff is that he didn't want the light shined on him. He wanted the light shined on others, and that is the art of giving.
Think about it. Maybe the sadness of him losing his life might bring this country together with respect, as opposed to all the other nonsense that's going on. Maybe a day of quiet and respect and just thinking about it is what we all need.
24 hours.
A day of peace.
24 hours to put down your sword and unite as a country. Did you see, I was going to say to you, we have a race going on to get the the flag that was put in the space station. Did you see this story? It is unbelievable. The guy who flew the last space shuttle and the guy that was in it, they put a flag in the space station. Now, the U.S. stopped the space shuttle because of money. Unbelievable. We don't have enough money in this country. So they had to stop it.
They need our money.
So one guy is taking that Titan rocket that goes up and lands, you know, and we reuse it. One guy is going up in that. Another guy is going in this new thing that's going up, which is like a, I don't know, a bus. It looks like a plane or something. It's going up. And the two of them have to build it. And there's a race going on to who's going to get to the space station and grab the flag. It's the American flag.
Huh.
They're doing this so that we can reunite. In the 60s, when the Apollo missions, I don't even know why the hell I know this. In the 60s.
I was going to ask you, where do you even find this information?
Because I got caught up with a name like, yeah, you know, be cool. But anyway, I got caught up in this thing because they want to unite the United States again to compete against the world as opposed to each other. So they're trying to bring the space program back and race to get the flag. So who's going to win this race is going to be the next topic of conversation. The next couple of months going to be a lot of fun.
That'll be interesting. It's a wonderful Wednesday, everyone, at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. You can find us on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM. And if you want to write to Freddie, you can. He's in Facebook jail, but he will see your comments.
This is the bars.
Give us a call, 888-565-1470. You got a lot going on.
That's probably our meeting.
Or another guest. We've got Dr. Jessica with us, and she brought a guest. Her name is Air. It's all about, right?
Now, is that your real
breathing.
name? Or is that the name we just tagged you with?
I mean, you can tag me with pretty much anything, but I have like so many different names at this point. Aricia is my biological name.
Okay, so Air it is.
Exactly. And then a lot of
Aricia.
Americans call me Erica. So,
Aricia.
Yeah, Aricia.
Where are you from?
It's Aboriginal, so Australian.
Australian. Oh, so you're from down under, mate.
I mean, I'm a criminal too, but I'm not in Facebook jail right now.
Oh, that's
Or
good.
YouTube jail. I'm
She's
not
a
in any type of jail
criminal,
right
too.
now.
You gotta love somebody who admits they're a criminal too. I love it.
And Beverly brought you some CBD coffee shots.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
What are we cooking?
Well, we just came out with CBD instant coffee.
Talking to your mic.
CBD instant coffee, and it has a component in it for weight loss. So these are the little
Instant coffee shots with CBD.
The little instant, you just put this in your coffee, and you could add creamer or whatever else you normally do, and you get the same amount of CBD in this as you would in a squirt of the drops. So
Which is this
yes
contraption right here.
Well, this was a month's supply. What do you have left in it? A
None
squirt?
of your business. Thank you very much. And then she tells me, oh, give some out so they can try it. No!
No.
Right there.
So if you'd like to try some, I made some,
You want to try one?
It's warm. But
Do I have to put the squirt in it?
No, there's already a squirt in it. Would you like to try a CBD coffee shot?
You can if you want to.
He said
but-
sure. Can you
Gonna
pass
give us a zing? Is that
over
what
to our other
well,
guest,
it's just,
please?
This is just a little sample of it, but
Uh-huh.
you know, CBD.
We're taking shots.
We're taking shots.
Oh dear.
Midday.
It's been a day like that
It's
already.
4 o'clock somewhere.
That's why.
Now, can I put a little sambuca or something?
You can put whatever you'd like in there.
Really?
You can even mix it with your regular coffee.
Oh, it tastes good.
Yeah, it's very good for an instant coffee.
Kinda tastes like chocolate.
I did add a little bit of a creamer in it, you know, but you don't have to. But even without the creamer, it's great.
Now, that package makes how much coffee?
This is for 1 cup.
That whole thing is 1 cup?
Yeah, 1 cup. It's a little sachet, and you just put it.
So what do you drink one of those and you're done for the day?
Well, some people do, yeah. Some people start out their morning with that. And people's needs for CBD is different. Some people take the coffee, the drops, and the oil every day, depending on what their needs are.
Now, I just want you to know that we do carry our brand of coffee, and at Nino's, I gave them some of your, because I had some of those, I gave them some of that and some of ours. I let them choose.
Sure.
So we're going to get the report back next week, but I
Great.
gave them some of the packages I had. We had somebody that came in once and had those.
The different coffee.
No, it's the same coffee.
No.
I looked it up. It's the same folder.
This has only been out for a couple months, about a month or
It's
two.
a different coffee.
It's a different coffee.
Is it? Because I had...
Because it has a different name.
So what? I have a different name too. I'm Freddie Federico.
Yeah, I know. We don't
Joe.
even know where your Facebook page is. We don't even know how to spell your name.
Guys, we're all over the place.
Different coffee, different everything. This is CBD coffee, and you've got your squirt bottle. As Coach always says it's about the CBD with you, Freddie.
The amazing thing is that CBD affects you differently throughout the day, and your body chemistry changes.
Well,
So
it
if
brings you into homeostasis. That's what CBD
Maybe
does.
what?
Homeostasis, which is a balance in your body. That's why CBD is so good. And our drops are nano amplified, which means they're like 10 times stronger than the normal CBD. And
That's
there's
this
only
one?
yes, and there's only 3 companies that have nano amplified product.
Nano amplified.
Nano
Yes.
And I'm going to
amplified.
tell you something. I
That
took
sounds
this,
really
I amplified. This was no joke. The first time I took this thing, I must have been so out of balance. But then you want to keep that level of balance.
Yes.
Your energy's up. I rambled like an idiot the whole night.
Jojo left, by the way.
I have no idea.
I looked up and everyone was gone. Lindy was gone. We've had a lot of people come through here, in and out.
I think the doc took everybody with her.
Who's the doc?
The lady who was sitting
Oh,
next to me.
Carolyn, yes.
Carolyn.
Because a secret is, if you didn't hear the show, you should go backwards to the hour.
show.
A lot of
Did you like
people-
it?
I did. I'm going after her after.
You see, a lot of women and men can
relate.
can relate.
That's
And
why I'm so glad she's
they're
starting
outside.
her
I hear
show.
them. They're out there.
Tomorrow night's new show starting on WNN at 7 p.m. called Let's Talk Hormones with Carolyn Zermeyer.
Carmen?
Carolyn
Your
Zermeyer.
Webster Dictionary with all those words you can't
I
pronounce.
can't say
the name.
Carolyn. Carolyn Zermeyer. And I can say Zermeyer, but I can't say Carolyn.
Unbelievable.
But it's all about hormones, bioidenticals with pellet therapy. It's really interesting. So tune in. It starts tomorrow, every Thursday night at 7 p.m.
That's right.
Now, I don't even want to ask you what you're taking.
Don't worry about it.
And you asked Dr. Jessica to join us from Elite Foundation. And I know you wanted her to come back because of her way with words. But she actually brought a survivor back with her. And so we have Air with us also.
A survivor. What do you mean a survivor?
As in a human trafficking survivor.
Wow.
Holy smokes.
Part
Well,
of
you-
that 3%.
Whoa, you didn't tell me this.
Well, hey, I like the surprise.
Wow, I didn't know this at all.
I know.
Really?
And just brought a pretty girl with her. That's all.
And I have
My
seen you.
entourage.
And I've seen you do talks on some of the YouTube channels and on Dr. Jessica's pages about your story.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about your story.
All right. So Cliff Note version. I think that's going to be a good way to do this.
Okay.
So starting out, I've modeled pretty much my entire life. And from all over the world, I was in New York City my junior year of college. And trying to, make it in the concrete jungle, I got entrapped in something that I wasn't really asking for. And I don't think anybody really asked for human trafficking. But they ended up taking over a model house, posing as an agency. And I escaped from that, and now I'm fast forwarding. I don't know if I want to fast forward to when I met you or when I graduated college first. So about a year and a half ago, Dr. Jessica and myself connected, and she's kind of weaved my way as far as like the survivorship path and healing. So.
Okay, that's a big dash.
Yeah, that's
you
a
were a
huge
model,
dash,
you lived
but-
in a model house that was sold to people that were posing as an agency but truly human trafficking. How did that happen? Were you living in the house?
I was living in the house. So how did it happen? It's probably a question for them more than me.
Well, you were living in a house owned by, or you were paying rent. What was the scenario?
So I was part of a modeling agency up there,
Okay.
and I've belonged to several agencies throughout the year, or years, I should say. And as they were posing as managers and agents, they were actually a ring. So it was a lot of coercion, a lot of collusion in that type of atmosphere. Just being a model in general, there's a lot of kind of control and limitations. So they use that to their advantage to be able to advertise. Every girl wants to grow up to be that pretty like princess or model or just feel special, and they use that to their advantage in that direction. So what ended up happening was, as you start to catch on to those type of things, that's whenever they actually started extracting girls out of the house. And in the modeling and fashion industry in general, it's kind of a revolving door of people leaving, people coming, so you don't catch on to it too quickly. I caught on to it a little too late, even when I tried to get out. And with that being said, I had to get myself out of it. So I escaped, and then that's whenever I returned back to Tennessee.
So this was in this country?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. New York.
New York.
In New York, okay.
New York City.
And
I was living in Brooklyn.
how long
actually.
were you?
Yeah, really, in Brooklyn.
Oh my!
Sorry.
Notice the connection?
Did you hear the Brooklyn Cafe?
My bad.
The end of the show. So how long were you involved in this before you caught on to what was going on?
Involved in modeling or involved in this scenario?
I guess it's a little bit of both, right? You started out as a model and you ended up in this scenario. When did you realize that this scenario isn't really what it's supposed to be?
So I started modeling when I was 11 years old.
Okay.
So I'd had a decade of experience before I even got to the point where this is happening. And then overall, it took about 7 months from starting to escape. And it's probably month 3, maybe even 2.5, whenever I started realizing like things weren't completely right. And then about month 5, whenever things really started falling apart.
Well, let me ask you, and I sound so naive because I don't even know the proper way to phrase it. Things not being right. Human trafficking, were they selling your services? Were they asking you to go on dates? Was it pictures? What was it
Dating,
that considers
escort?
the human trafficking umbrella?
So when I say start not looking right or being right, I'm talking about that psychological warfare that they use to be able to control people. So that loss of identity, those red flags that we identify with human trafficking. And then being in the modeling industry, you kind of already have this uniformity to you. You need to be malnourished most of the time to be able to fit in those clothes and to be able to walk the runway. And then there's a lot of control as far as finances as well. So that gets used against you. So when not being right, basically when they say you can't have a job, but you have to pay rent, and then you need to look this way or act this way in order to be successful in this career, in this industry. And then whenever I say not being right as far as getting a little bit worse, that's whenever they start offering different means and methods for you to be able to meet their standards.
So they starve you and then they offer you a carrot, and it's the things you shouldn't be doing is the way to go.
Well, even they use coercion for that purpose as well.
Right.
They create the scenario that you're going to actually represent some sort of branding and going out into the environment to do what you would typically do if you were called to a shoot. But they're not actually at a shoot, or they're not actually at an event that's public. It has another alternative motive.
Whole psychological warfare, right? So they play these mind games with you. You need the money, you need to survive, and
But they created it.
Well, they wear you down until you have to go.
How many people were associated that you saw at that time?
So living in the house, there would be between 21 to 25 women at a time. It was a 2-bedroom Brooklyn house, so it's not
Again with the
exactly,
Brooklyn.
you know.
21 women in a 2-bedroom house?
And they kept shipping them out, right? Every month there was a new set of women coming in?
So during that time, I probably met closer to 30 to 35 women, because it was a revolving door of people that would be fired or that would quit, and then suddenly we wouldn't hear from them. There was a lot of other additional rules, like once somebody leaves the house or leaves the agency,
Can't
you
come back.
break contact with them, or else it could come back on you. So even that as a method of control would be used.
Now let me ask you, were you free to leave whenever you wanted?
Yes and no.
If you subtract the financial end of it, were you able to leave, or were they forcing you to stay?
It's a fine line there, because you're there in New York City because you want that dream. And for my case, I was actually there to help pay for college.
Right.
I had left my junior year of college, just wanted to go there for a summer, complete some funds, and then come back and pay for tuition. So I wanted to be there in the sake of I was trying to afford college. And then other girls would be there because they wanted to be that next top model. They wanted to be known for Marc Jacobs or Calvin Klein. So it's kind of a push and shove. And whenever you're alone in New York City, that whole if you can make it anywhere type of concept.
Mm-hmm.
And so it kind of had that own layer of life is just hard. You do what you have to do to be able
But
to
again,
achieve
if
your
you
dreams.
subtract the fear, you forget about school and all that. Subtract the fear.
Were you allowed to leave?
Were you allowed to leave
the house?
See, one of the problems with this subject matter is that they always come back. She can leave whenever she wants. Meanwhile, they got nowhere to go.
Right.
But the question they're going to ask you is, were you free to physically leave?
You could leave the house, but there would be rules associated with leaving
You
the
can't
house.
come back.
Okay. we need to define leave. Do you mean leave to go get, some Brooklyn coffee, or do you mean leave
Honey, I
permanently?
mean leave,
You're
turn
allowed to
your
walk
back
out
and
the
keep
door.
going, never coming back.
If you were to leave permanently,
Yes.
you were done. There was no going back.
Your
into
career
the
was
house.
going to be over.
Yeah.
Let's go to commercial break. I want to come
Why?
back because we have sponsors. Thankfully.
But this is unbelievable.
Well, let's leave the wanting more. Let's go to commercial break. I want to talk about some of the red flags when we come back, because there are young girls that are in the same situation and
What's
family
happening right
members as
now?
well.
Yes.
Stay tuned and we'll be right back.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or CarmenCareLaser.com.
I got a guy. You need a guy? I got a guy. With VCard Global, all your contacts are in the palm of your hand. Never leave home without your business cards or brochures again. VCard is the ultimate marketing tool. No more printing cards or brochures. VCard fits in the palm of your hand and is always with you. VCard is a powerful networking tool that virtually promotes sharing and builds referrals for your business. VCard Global, the virtual business card. Hold your business in the palm of your hand. Contact Jennifer at jenng.vcardinfo.com, the world's most intelligent business card. I got a guy, jenng.vcardinfo.com.
Are you a warrior soul? Are you looking for spiritual healing? Are you looking for protection against negativity? Warrior Soul crystals represent confidence, brings you a sense of wholeness and balance. Mala necklaces consist of 108 beads carved from natural and semi-precious stones. Mala can be used to center your meditation, strengthen your yoga practice, or accent your everyday beauty. Visit warriorsoulco.com. or call 561-307-9049 to purchase your bracelet or necklace today. Discover your purpose.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
My bell
Make
got
your
stuck.
donations now.
My bell got
Your
stuck.
bell got stuck. You rang your bell with all that CBD coffee. We're
It's
back
kicking.
on a wonderful Wellness Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. How do you like that? Just for the health of it.
I like that.
We're still working on a tagline.
That's
We've
what we're
been-
looking for. I like
We've
that.
been told that we need not even a 30-second elevator speech. We need a tagline
I
for
like
what
that.
we do.
Dawn, I think you got it.
You think you like that?
Yep.
Just
for the health of it.
I kinda
Brooklyn
like
Cafe TV, just for the health of it.
I like it.
And it can be any kind of health, right? It can be mental health, emotional health, physical health. You name it. It's kind of what we do right here on our
Just
Coffee
for the
Talk.
health of it.
Just for the health of it.
I like it. We put it on a jacket. Like
We-
the gangs in New York.
You need to put it on your hat.
Put on your hat right
Just
there,
for the
Freddie.
health
Just
of
for
it.
the health of it.
Somebody will volunteer to embroider it for sure.
Paula, if you're watching, just for the health of it.
You know, I was cleaning up the utensils yesterday from Nino's with that feast they provided, and there was a guest in the gallery, and she said, "So, did you cook all of that?" And I looked kind of like that. I looked at her and I went, no, I'm just washing off the tongue, but please help yourself.
You should have said yeah.
She said, I had a feeling I remember being on your show and you don't cook, do you?
Do you know we went to Advent?
Advent.
There's no D.
Advent.
Okay, we went there yesterday, and I'm unloading with Dylan, one of the producers. 15 people on Atlantic Avenue came over to me to say, oh, and either they were on the show, they loved the show. I don't know who these people are. I'm like, oh,
It's your
nice
hat.
to see you. What the hell is that?
They all know you from your hat. You've got fans, Fred. You're a celebrity.
My hat got fans. When I die, I'm going to put this in the Half Hall of Fame.
It's going to be in the Smithsonian. Freddie's
It's a-
hat. It can be with Archie Bunker's chair.
It's going to be Archie Bunker's chair. I'm going to put like a billboard here.
You could rent space on your hat.
That's
No, I'm
right.
going to put lights so that it says.
That's right. Advertising space.
You can advertise. You know, they make those
I like that.
advertising lights.
Yes.
Let me ask
We
you
can
this.
sponsor your
Yes.
hat. People can
We'll
sponsor
make
your
that
hat,
work.
Freddie.
We'll make that work.
Look at that. Look at that.
How you like me now?
I like it.
But we were talking a very serious subject also. We're talking about human trafficking and what an epidemic, crisis, you name it, what's going on in the United States.
Yeah.
And you had said Plantation is number
Plantation's
2. Plantation,
number
Florida,
one.
number 1 in the country.
In Broward.
Wow.
Broward. Oh, yeah.
And it's funny because they set it up for you to fail. That's the success of the deal. They wanted to make it look like, oh, we're going to live your dream. We're going to give you everything you need. And then they break you down. You know, the military does that. They break you down so they
Sure.
train you. Okay, you got to go to the guy over there with the gun and try to shoot him before he shoots you. And that's how they train you. You gotta
What
go.
are some of the red flags, Dr. Jessica, that we're looking for?
So I really want to answer, if you don't mind going back, why
Okay.
are they free to leave and why don't they leave? So I'm
Correct.
sure you've heard of the Stockholm Syndrome, right?
Yes.
I mean, you become entrenched in that psychological warfare. And you're right, they use it in the military to get our military to become desensitized to violence. They're using it in gaming. That's what's happening to
That's
our
what's
kids.
happening to our kids.
And now in trafficking, it's the same psychological warfare that's going on with the vulnerable because they know exactly where the leverage points are to create what's called invisible chains. And these are mental chains that really are not, they're in physical bondage is what we believe, like the Taken movie, like we brought up last time. But this is even worse because they are conflicted between their own desire for survival and at the same time being under this psychological coercion, you know, and mystical belief that if they want to fulfill their dream, this is part of what they need to do.
And the flip side to that, you know, a friend of mine on HBO did a documentary. I don't know if you guys know. This is back in the day in the 80s.
Okay.
It's called Hunts Point. And he went into Hunts Point and he met with all the prostitutes down there. And a prostitute in Hunts Point will go and kill you for her pimp. Talk about the syndrome, right?
Yep.
And they actually were interviewed and they talked about why. Well, he cares about me. He loved me. This and this and this and that. I got nowhere to go. He took me in the whole night. Meanwhile, he picked them up at a bus stop and sort of did this transformation.
Right.
Unfortunately, what's happening is that society as a whole now says, oh, she could have left. She don't want to leave because she like what she do. You understand? They're sort of flipping the psychological
Well, it's kind of like the
evaluation.
Me Too movement. You don't have to say yes. You can leave.
Right.
So they're blaming, putting it back on the victim because they don't leave or they choose to say yes. You don't choose to say yes. Sometimes you're in a situation where you've been so broken down, it's survival.
Well, especially when you're trying to launch a
career, right? You don't
and
wanna
this-
fail.
And the Neanderthal is the one holding the keys to the bus. And you got a choice. And you got to think. And you got 3 seconds. And you could change your life. It could be right, wrong, or indifferent.
And a lot of them like leave from foreign countries like she did. Their families there.
I was going to
They have
ask.
nowhere to go.
That's a great
And
point.
so they're kind of stuck because they went to New York for the dream or wherever, but they have no friends. There are hardly any friends, maybe a few, but no family, no money. So that's
That
what.
is actually,
But
that's actually
plantation.
one of the faces of human trafficking, but that's not Air's
It's
face.
not my story.
No.
No, you were
we
in
kind
the
of
modeling.
distracted from my story.
You were in the
Because I
modeling
wanted to do
business,
the
right?
overall global as to what are some, think how many young girls go to New York, go to California, they want to live their dream. And their parents, their grandparents, their siblings are watching and looking at these warning signs saying, this is my sister, this is my daughter, and then they call you and you're like, no, it's all good. But your family on the outside is looking in saying, but it's not all good. You had family,
but
that you went back to.
But she was a model at the age of 11.
Yeah, I started modeling very
So
early
you
on.
were in a different category to this whole other story.
Yeah, there's parts where I can relate, and there's definitely some big differences in my story.
But at the end of the day, it's all the same.
As far as human trafficking and taking advantage of women,
That's
yes.
right. And the funny thing is that no matter how it gets cut up, no matter how the explanation happens, at the end of the day, it still comes down to the Me Too movement as well. And there are people that say, like Cosby, oh, he shouldn't go to jail. He was an icon. I grew up with Cosby. My ex-wife worked for Cosby. Worked for the man. I knew the man. Okay? But should he go to jail? Why not? He did the wrong thing. The Olympics. Why not? In your case, you wanted to be an 11-year-old prodigy. You wanted to go into the business, and somebody took advantage of the fact that's what you wanted. So, isn't he responsible? I'm assuming it was a him. Responsible to make sure you get there legally.
So I should highlight, at 11, I started actually modeling with very legitimate agencies. So Wilhelmina, Ford, those agencies that are well known across the globe. That's kind of separate versus going back into it a decade later with a decade worth of experience. So with this agency, or this group of people posing as an agency. And I kind of want to highlight the fact that you said man. There were both women and men traffickers.
Okay. That's what I was hoping you would say.
There's a difference between sometimes the women are part of it and willing to be in control of it, and sometimes they're also in the midst of it, and they just don't want it to be themselves anymore, so they think, if I can service you in a different way, get you a different girl or a different little boy, then I don't have to do it. So there's a lot of layers here where you can't just be like, men are the problem, and you can't just be like, human traffickers look like this.
Well, let me ask you, you trust a woman more than a man with your career?
With my career, in the extent of modeling, not so much. To me, I think they're very equal, and I worked with several designers, casting directors, things of that nature, and that kind of puts a gender bias into it, where it's not a gender problem, it's a humanity problem.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you probably have things to add about that.
And what would give you that? The smile on her face? Well, tell
the
us.
nodding, and then like we've been knowing each other so long and
How
so
did you
well
find
at this
each other?
point.
How did you find Dr. Jessica and Elite?
So actually, we're leading in different.
Well, it's only because we're on limited time, so.
Okay. So
we sort of have to get as much in.
yeah. So
just go.
A year after, oh God, talk fast, Australian. So a year after everything had happened, I got to this situation where I was just like, I need to do something about it. So I actually started writing down what happened to me, and mainly just for my own sanity, because I couldn't tell anybody, and it was kind of this hush-hush topic like it is right now. It's a hush-hush topic. So I started writing what eventually became Model Stop Traffic.
So you wrote a book?
I wrote a book.
Did you know she wrote a book?
Not until about 2 seconds ago.
And Dr. Jessica Vera actually helped me publish my story. So on the back of it, you see Elite.
Okay.
So it kind of came into this chain effect of healing and then also finding a voice. And that's a big part of Elite, and finding a voice and then reaching back. So I even got into Gracious Care that way, reaching back to help victims become into survivors.
So what are you doing now besides being an author?
Besides being an author and being awesome.
An awesome author.
So I do the business development, and I also do group facilitation at Gracious Care Recovery, where girls that are being exploited, whether it's through drug substance and needing recovery there, or depression, addiction of all different types of sorts, be able to find their voice. So we have a lot of human trafficking survivors and women that are battling this same topic. So I work there. And then I also am with Jessica, Dr. Jessica there. I can't believe I just called you Jessica. I felt like I'd get in trouble.
They're all good.
With Elite Foundation, to be able to be a board member and a victim advocate in that realm. And then I also do private investigation for Rescue for Human Trafficking.
Nice. Okay, how can people find you? Because people are watching and listening and saying, how do I get in touch with her? This is my story, or I just want more information about your story.
Yeah, so I do have my own website, which if you can spell my name, you could find me there.
Good luck. Well,
AIRICA, and then Kramer is KRAEHMER.com. And then I'm at Gracious Care Recovery.
Where is that?
It is actually located on in Deerfield Beach.
Okay, it's very
so
close.
it's very close, yes. And then right on that border with Boca. So, and that's just graciouscarerecovery.com. So.
And Dr. Jessica, you're with Gracious Care also?
No, we
Okay.
I have a relationship with them because they do acute care, and so it was a great fit.
And that's mostly for human trafficking, Gracious Care?
No, they do substance abuse recovery.
All right.
But they were starting to see a trend. We identified it, and so we segued the two organizations so that they could do some great work. Yeah.
It's truly amazing what's going on, that people don't realize the epidemic of the human trafficking, and it's men and women and boys and girls, things that are just unfathomable. And Andy, I'm going to ask you, because you were probably one of the strongest, strong-willed young women that I know. All right, you were with us last night. You need a mic. She hates it when I do this to her. And you were just talking about women and rocking what you're wearing and stepping into your confidence. How do you stay so strong? And you tell me people comment on your stuff all the time, right? You could easily go, but you stay so focused.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, and I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, but Annie is always right on point.
Yeah, but you put her on the spot.
Well, she should know it's coming by now. I do this to her a lot.
I don't know nothing was coming today.
You were surprised.
I mean, Annie was so steadfast on it that we're on air, but afterwards she rocks her outfit she's wearing today. And you totally step into your confidence.
I think that every person that's been through harsh situations, especially like what you've gone through, I think you kind of have to be strong in many ways, no matter what your struggle is in life. No matter what it is that you went through, you need to know what it is that makes you strong and what makes you weak. And once you focus on that strength, who cares what anybody else says?
So play towards your strength. I wanted to bring this up because you don't see it now, but we have a ton of producers, which are millennials, school, colleges. Again, they fall into this trap.
They do.
Because, when you see FAU loans and you look at school loans, I mean, when I was in New York, I knew a lot of dancers in clubs, I'll admit it, I knew a lot of them, and they were all college kids. These girls that were dancing, and they made money to pay their way through school.
College, graduate school,
But it got complicated because drugs got involved and booze got involved and late hours. And, my mother used to say, if you're out in the streets at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're up to no good. Punto. That's the end of it. There's no good, bad, or indifferent. You're just not up to anything that's right. And they were out partying to that time and yada, yada, yada. So kids like this, they get this illusion of, listen, we could pay for your schooling. We could help your career. We could. I wish I had a nickel for everybody who came along and told me that BS. Man, woman, and child. I wish. Because this is why your story has to be told. This is what we were talking about.
But they talked to us, and Paula spoke to us about reaching to a younger demographic. And as our numbers, they change, our demographic started more of our age, and it's reaching younger and younger. And as young people come on like you and our producers, it's what resonates with them. I was saying that when we started bringing in all of this extra help, it was because we needed extra help. We didn't realize it was going to impact their lives. And you realize that everything you say impacts everybody, and having you here with us impacts everyone, a whole nother level, a whole nother generation.
Absolutely.
Not just us, but your generation. And that's what's so important. And when we come back from commercial break, I want to ask you, when you finally left and you went home, what that looked like for you.
Okay.
Give us a call, 888-565-1470, and we will be right back.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-E, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422. What is Debersize? With over 25 years of personal training experience and workout techniques, Deb Varsalone invites you to Debersize. Debersize comes to you from the privacy of your own home or group training facility. Debersize can meet your individual fitness needs, offering one-on-one, non-impact resistance training, post-surgical strengthening, to higher-level boot camp and weight training. Debersize will meet your personal fitness goals at any age. Contact Deb at 561-307-9283. Schedule an initial consultation and get ready for a stronger, healthier you. 561-307-9283.
Do you want to enhance your love life with flowers? Rejuvenate love, life, health with flowers from Blossom Moments? Weekly deliveries to your home, your business, hospital, or even senior centers. Give us a call at 561-951-6343. Blossom Moments could also coordinate your wedding or event. Contact Blossom Moments at bmgevents.net. For all of your floral event needs, large or small, call Blossom Moments. 561-951-6343. And we look forward to hearing from you.
Thank you for watching the Brooklyn Cafe, where every day is a new adventure. If you'd like to join Dawn and Freddie S. at the cafe, give them a call at 888-565-1470 toll-free. Come on in for a cup of coffee or call to share a thought for the day and get all the information you need to help your business grow. Don't forget, sharing is caring, and to like this video. Let's reopen the cafe doors now. Back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we are back on a what?
I broke my headset.
A wonderful Wednesday at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Give us a call, 888-565-1470. We're here with Air. What is your last name? Air.
Kramer.
But she rolls her R's like I cannot do, hence my pause.
So it's Erica Kramer. Let's just go with the
Americanize it.
Erica Kramer.
Yep.
Holy smokes. I thought I was bad with the language.
And Dr. Jessica Vera and Beverly D'Amico. We haven't even had a chance to talk to this gentleman over here about his event, but we're going to try and squeeze it all in.
We don't know about the event yet, right? We haven't decided that yet. We haven't decided fully on the event yet. But there will be an event.
There will be an event.
And what will the event eventually be?
It's basically a client appreciation event for all our clients at Ace Luxury Homes in South Florida.
Ace Luxury Homes?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. And we want to thank them for all the business they've given us in the past. We also want to share this with people that actually enjoy coming to the art gallery as well. And, and make a big party out of it, basically, is all we're looking to do.
Tell me a little bit more about Ace Luxury Homes.
Basically, we have a real estate team based in Boynton Beach. We cover anywhere from Boca Raton over to Delray Beach, and up north up to West Palm Beach. And essentially, what we do is we focus on high-end luxury homes, and we try to help do the best we can to help find people the best possible properties, and people selling their homes. We actually try to maximize their profits in the best way
you thinking?
possible, so they can net the most money that they can get out of the transaction.
Sensibility.
Wow, okay. He thought I knew what that finger point meant.
You know, it's funny. We had somebody on the show yesterday who's looking for somebody to help them find a piece of property.
Outstanding.
And we both said, "Oh, we got somebody," but we couldn't put one and one together until
We got a guy.
We got a guy.
Sensibility.
But you didn't know
I
at the
did not
time.
know. Sensibility Candles. They're looking for a bigger location, and they're looking to create a village, in essence, for affordable housing for special needs young adults. Because you make, they were saying about $700 a month on Social Security as special needs, or $900, and that's supposed to pay for your housing, your food, your transportation, your medical bills. And how can you do it when housing is so expensive? And then they want within this to create jobs. They want to create a cafe, a coffee shop, to grow their candle shop that already exists in Coral Springs. So we will have to connect you with Bonnie and Denise. And the city of Boynton Beach is very into redeveloping and making it ADA accessible and friendly, being one of the first communities in South Florida to really grow this vision.
That's fabulous.
So that'll be exciting. So we'll connect you with them.
So you can at least talk. And so the event, we don't know when the event is yet.
Correct. We originally were planning it for next week, but I think the planning is just a little
It's
bit
too
too
soon.
tight for us.
It's too soon.
So
And we need to do a little bit of mano a mano, take it out to the public and do some
Correct.
stuff with this thing, because we've done other events and we let other people do theirs, and I think ours works a whole lot better.
It just takes promotion. During the holiday season, it's really hard to have a business event because everyone's so holiday-minded focused.
Unless you bring Santa Claus.
That's true.
Which apparently I
Santa
heard
Claus would
you
be
were
busy.
coming.
Yeah, I got the belly, they told me.
That's what Janice told you. She goes, Freddie, you should be Santa.
Why? Because I got the belly. You got the belly, Freddie. Kick her
No.
out of here.
I just think you make a good Santa.
I would make a great Santa. Can I wear my hat and no beard?
Just for the health of it.
Just for the health of it.
I'd say that's
Your
one
hat
of
and
the
a
taglines.
Speedo and watch our ratings.
Hey, I like that Speedo. That's great.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Speedo.
you wear it.
A red one for Christmas.
You were with a Tinkerbell on it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Did you hear the latest? I don't know if I want to bring this up.
Then don't.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. They're calling him homophobic and racial and the whole nine. Did you see it on the news last night?
That's just disgusting
It's
all
just
the way around.
ridiculous what's going on.
I just
People
can't
don't
even.
have anything else to do.
I just don't get it.
I want to talk to Erica Kramer for the American version. Erica.
Air.
You finally left. You got the courage to leave. And you went home?
Courage is a strong word there. So I should preference everything with, I never chose to do a single sexual act. Mine was modern day slavery, being that I was physically contained during that time. So when I escaped, got the courage to escape and came back, I decided I couldn't really tell anybody. Again, I love my parents. I have great parents, both of them, phenomenal. That being said, I didn't want to break their heart. I didn't want to shatter their dream of their little girl. And I feel like that's a big step that gets disconnected between families, because they go on the preference of how did your mother raise you or how did your father raise you to like get in that situation. And I come from a well-off family where that wasn't the scenario. So when I finally decided to like, hey, I'm going to keep going with life, I decided to finish college, just go through the motions, living day by day, even if inside of me I felt dead. And then it just kind of built on if I could go 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, and make a step out of it, I could do something with my life, at least leave it behind. About a year into that, I realized I couldn't just sweep it under the rug. I couldn't do life continuous, and I struggled with that in a lot of different levels. And it wasn't until just a God moment where another girl happened to confide in me. I didn't even know her on that level, and she definitely didn't know my story, that I realized something else had to be done. So that's whenever it kind of sparked the writing of a book, and it kind of sparked the whole, how can I get involved in this? Because I'm willing to put my story out there if I could just save another girl from having to go through what I went through, because I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. And that's whenever we kind of connected online, of all things, in a different type of weird exploitation event, and just kind of led us
Clarify,
together.
we were not the exploiters.
No,
let's clarify the weird exploitation event.
She had been exploited by
I was about to walk out of here.
In publishing.
I was going to get up and walk out of here.
No. She was being exploited by other publishers.
But how is your relationship with your parents now?
Oh, great. My mother actually texted me right before I came on here. So
She watching you today?
Yeah. I don't think is watching today because she works. She works in a hospital, so she's probably going to be like tuning in later or something like that.
Now let me tell you a little secret. My son was here with his baby boy, with Rowan yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
My son will always be my little boy.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. And you ever notice how somebody kills somebody and they go to jail and in the news and the first thing is the mother will say,
Yes.
my boy's a good boy.
Yes.
Because she only sees him in that light. Doesn't mean that he isn't. That's not the judgment here. But never be afraid because your parents are who you should turn to because you will always be the little girl. You could be 99 and the parents are 200 years of age, you will still be the little girl, no matter
that isn't
what.
the case, though. Always. I mean, in essence, she's got a very unique case. We've done a lot of cases where the families turn their backs completely.
Of course.
Because they can't handle it.
Of
they
course.
don't want that
But I'm
reality
going to tell you a secret.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you a secret. You wait. Because you on borrowed time. You wait until the moment comes, and that's going to flip. It may be on your deathbed. It may be the last words you utter, like my grandfather did. Last words. And he turned his back too, until he was dying.
Yeah, but there are, and I think Dr. Jessica has a point, there are families that aren't as close and connected as Erica's family. And these kids are trying to survive.
That's why they leave.
And they leave and they feel as if nobody cares and they need to make it on their own. So
You're
what
right.
do? They take any opportunity given to them
Right.
to make, and maybe their families are there, maybe they're not, but in their minds they feel like they are alone and they have, what about kids who come from abuse? It's a whole nother
Broken
level
homes,
of trafficking,
broken
right?
homes.
This is
Parents
what
are
they
drug
know.
addicted
All
and
they
stuff.
know.
Yeah.
Exactly, and they're seeking for that
Yes.
family in the dynamics of gang.
Well, then let me
And
switch
other
this on you.
subcultures, yep.
Because you brought it up, Doc.
I did.
If you got people that come in these families and they're watching right now in Idaho, Kansas, wherever the hell they are, and they're sitting there saying, "What am I going to do in my life? I'm in an abusive situation, chained to a radiator." I had a case like that once. What do? What do you tell this kid? You tell him it's going to be all right?
I tell them to get the hell out of there.
And not if they can't. What if they can't?
They have to.
Well,
They
what,
have
you're
to
gonna walk
fi-
and keep
they
going?
got to keep fighting to get out.
Don't give
If
up.
If she
Don't
had
give
the
up.
attitude, well, I'm here, I'm stuck, and I'm not going to be able to break through and away, she would still be there.
What about a call, 800 number, somebody come pick you up?
There is definitely a 1-800 number you can call. They're not going to come and pick you up. They're going to put
Not
it out
yet.
to the local law enforcement.
Not yet.
Right. They're going to put it out to the local law enforcement, and then they're going to scatter to try to figure out how to find you.
There was a guy in New York that I knew. He used to pick up kids when I worked for the precinct. It was an auxiliary, and there was an 800 number. They picked them up. They shut that whole thing down because the guy got shot at. There was a situation that happened, and he got involved picking somebody up, and they got shot at. So they had to put that to a stop.
Right.
But this guy would pick up people all over New York and try to bring them to a situation
Well,
where
that's
they
what a
could
lot of
be
the
saved.
first responders are doing. So the child responders are
Well, what do
doing
you
that now.
recommend to people, right? They're in the situation or they think there's a warning flag that someone they care about is in a situation because we have about 2 minutes. What do you tell them?
What do I tell them?
Or
Everyone's
who-
looking at me.
Well, you, Dr. Jessica,
Either
one
or.
of you. What do people? Who should they connect with? What should they do next?
First off, they have to make the choice. If they want to be part of it and actually live that way, that is a choice. And as far as like they're not going to fight back. Once you decide you want to fight back, then you have to look for your resources, or you literally have to fight for your life to escape. So there is a LEAP Foundation. There's several nonprofits for rescue, and there's also a bunch of restoration areas like Gracious Care. So reaching out in those scenarios, there is someone that cares. There's someone that's willing to put their story on their line, their reputation on their line, their service on the line. So reaching out to your nonprofits, like everyone has access to the internet.
How do we reach
So-
Elite Foundation?
You're going to contact 954-665-0319.
Say that slowly.
954-665-0319. January 7th, we open the Advocacy Call Center. It is a national number. It will connect you with services as well as victim advocates because that's what's needed.
That's what I'm talking about.
And
right now.
Beverly, how do they find you for this new CBD coffee?
My website is hempshopstore.com, or they can call me at 954-612-1271.
And if people are looking to buy or sell a home,
You can go to aceluxuryhomes.com. Or you can call me directly, David Santangelo, 895-2026.
And stay tuned for more on what's happening at that event. But tomorrow we will be live on location at Corner Porch, 85 Southeast 6th Avenue in Delray Beach. There is a free parking lot right next to Corner Porch. It's between Corner Porch and Mellow Mushroom. Free parking lot. Come on
Toy
down.
for tots.
Bring
Bring
a
some
toy,
toys.
get a free headshot, and just have some fun. Friday's Art Walk right here at the Heart of Delray Gallery. Busy week. It's holiday season. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you
Have
for
a
having us.
wonderful Wednesday. Be kind to each other. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, different place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
The Heart of Delray Gallery, located in the Delray Art Complex, is one of South Florida's top venues for art, culture, music, and private events. The Heart of Delray Gallery is a cutting-edge, 11,000 square foot art exhibition showcasing local artists and artisans with the highest quality of talent and vision, highlighting South Florida's creative arts. Visit us at the Heart of Delray Gallery, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. Come, take a tour, book your next private event or fundraiser, or join us for Art Walk the first Friday of every month from 6 to 11 p.m. For more information, give us a call at 561-278-0074.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more goodwill next time. You can follow the cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
AM 1470 with more of what you need to know. Don't miss Travelers 411 with Stephanie Abrams. 7 p.m.